All right, day 26. I don't know why I always got to look at it. I forget. If you are watching this as a replay, you could go ahead and skip to the 2 minute mark. But in the beginning, I like to let people come into the live stream. And I got to mess some people, let them know I'm live. I'll test something out. All right. Should I put this higher? Let me see. No, down here. Let me try different angles. See how this angle is right here. Hold on, let me see. Is this a good angle? Oh, this might be better right here. All right, 2 minute mark. All right, cool. Day 26. This lady, she was on social media crying about how she hates being married. So I'm gonna play the video, the sound.
Right. Stay and stick it out.
There we go.
I hate being fucking married. I long for the day to be single again. The only thing that's causing me to stay and stick it out is because I've been a housewife for 10 years. And to get back out there in the workforce with a mental illness, there's some fears that I have. But I literally do hate being married. So y'all know how I say that I always use my content to push my pain into purpose, make y'all laugh. A lot of this pain is connected to my marriage. A lot of it. I just try my hardest not to put it out there, and I'm still not going to go into details.
That's good.
But just know that this shit is not fucking going. And no matter how much I try, no matter what I do, at the end of the day, I still just want the fuck out. I want to be single. I know I can love myself better alone than anybody can love me with them. I love who I am, but I do not love who I am with this person. I hate being fucking married. And all my life, once this shit is over, I would never fucking get married again. I hate.
All right. So as you can hear, she hates being married. She the thing about this is, one, she creates content, she said, and it's her pain to make people laugh. You know, that's her purpose, but her pain stems from her marriage, she says. Now, she's also a housewife. She hasn't worked. In the description, it says she hasn't worked for like 10 years. So all the bills is paid and everything. Now, let's break it down. So there's situations like this. Oh, she also has a mental illness. Remember that. So it's situations like this where, can you take her serious? Because she does have a mental illness. She doesn't want to go into the work field because she feel like, I got a mental illness and she don't know how it will go. Okay. The problem is, posting this on the internet, there's going to be other people out there that's going to feel the same way as her, and they're going to say, yeah, I could relate, but their situation is completely different. They could be in a situation where their husband is abusing them, or the wife, if it's a male, is kind of abusive or whatever. So that's a little bit different. In this situation, usually with an abusive person comes a level of control too. They're going to be a controlling person. I don't know any abusive people that just kind of let you do whatever, right? Usually they're trying to control you in every aspect of life. So you got this lady. I don't know, but I wouldn't say she's getting abused because she's making content. So I don't think an abusive spouse will want you out there, especially a male, will want you out there making content for others if he was abusive, because he would also be controlling. So he would shut that whole thing down, right? But she still feels like she can't wait to get out of this marriage. So what's the problem? All her bills is paid and everything. So people say, oh, it's not all about the bills, and stuff like that. Well, what is it? Because you have too many people screaming out, pay all the bills and all of these different things. Men should pay all the bills, but then yet women are being unhappy being stay at home wives. Now, I don't feel there's a one correct way for every relationship, but what I do feel it is some things that's like basic things. So if you're the type of woman that wants to, you don't want to be a housewife, um, you want to be able to go out there and work and chase your dreams and all that stuff because you don't want to just be sitting in the house bored. That's cool. I respect it. But you do need to contribute to the bills. You shouldn't feel like a man should have to go out there, work his ass off, and then come home and then you don't have things done at home because you're not taking care of the home because you're out working. Well, if you're going to be out working and you want him to contribute to the household stuff more, then you need to contribute to the bills. It's a trade-off. Everything is a trade-off. We got to stop with all of this. Um, oh, man wants you to go 50-50 and this and that, and you should take care of all of the bills as a man and provide and protect. Well, if I'm providing and protecting, part of you got to remember what it stemmed from. It stemmed from centuries ago when the men had to go out, hunt, and bring the food back. Okay. The wife wasn't going out and hunting as well, saying, yeah, I'm bored, so I want to go hunt. No, she was keeping the home intact, keeping the kids intact, and nurturing the guy. I couldn't even think of the word. If he has any injuries and things like that, so he can go back out there whenever he needs to, and continue to protect the home. That's where it stems from. Things change. We don't have to go out there and hunt anymore. You know what I mean? Our form of hunting now to get the food is to go out to go to work. Well, back then, a woman was really, really busy. She was constantly doing things. She was busy, right? Housewives of today are not going to be as busy. I don't care what you say, you're not going to be as busy. Um, I I I know this because I was married once, but like it was a point where I was home a little bit more because I had a business of my own. So I was home a little bit more. You're not busy all the time. But back in the day, you because you had to hand wash everything. You had to everything just the technology just makes it easier now. So what happens when you get bored is you start feeling like you have no purpose. This is probably why she also makes the content. It makes it feel good, right? So when you have a appreciate you checking in. When you have a housewife that's just at home doing nothing, she gets bored. Now she wants to go out and follow her dreams, chase her. Okay, that's cool. You want to do that, cool. But you must now contribute financially because now I have to substitute what you're lacking in the home, right? You're not doing certain things because what's going to happen is she's going to be out there working. When she come home, even if she keeps the house intact, she's going to then be too tired to satisfy her man sexually. You know what I mean? And it just is what it is. There's no and take care of the kids. Like you can't do everything. Something's going to lack. So that's when the man is supposed to step in and say, okay, I'm going to help out and do certain things. But in this case, this lady she hasn't worked in 10 years, so she's unhappy. I don't think that the man is abusive based off of the fact that she makes content regularly for for Instagram, and the fact that she even feels comfortable enough putting out a video like this. If you getting your ass whooped, you're not gonna put a video out like this because you'll be scared of the outcome from it, right? The repercussions. So I don't think that's what's happening in this situation. She's just unhappy because of whatever reason. She says she has mental illness. So maybe that's why she's unhappy, because she's just dealing with a lot of stuff and she's not getting to take care of. And she think being going out there and being single again, is going to be the answer. And she also says, I could love myself better than he could, or something like that. Let me go back
I hate
to the end part.
being fucking married. Shit is not fucking gold. And no matter how much I try, no matter what I do, at the end of the day, I still just want the fuck out. I want to be single. I know I can love myself better alone than anybody can love me with them. I love who I am, but I do not.
She said, hold up. She says she loves who she is.
I love who I am, but I do not love who I am with this person.
Okay. So it's because she's, doing things that she doesn't want to do. And you know what it is? She's also on social media a lot. She makes content. So she's probably also seeing other people's lives and feeling like I should be doing this, I should be doing that. Mind you, she does have a mental illness, she said. So just because you're single don't mean you're gonna be out there doing all that. It doesn't mean her life gonna be good. She think it might be better. It could be, but I don't know, right? But I think it's real dangerous to even put this video out, because as others is gonna see it. And automatically, as soon as they feel a little unhappiness, they're gonna think, oh, see, I knew I wasn't tripping. Listen, when you get married, it's not all rainbows and sunshine. Like, things get difficult. You're choosing to be with a person and to live your life with someone, to share your life, to share the ups and downs with someone else, to have someone to lean on. In her situation, I mean, she doesn't even have to work. So I'm not seeing why she's complaining so much. She could be doing a lot of other things. The lady is a little heavy set. Go to the gym, work out, get your endorphins flowing. Maybe you'll feel better about yourself. That's the thing. I don't understand how, as a housewife with no job, you're a housewife, how you're not in shape. I know it's going to sound cruel, but you should be in shape. You're not doing anything else. Go to the gym. There's a lot of benefits to working out. A lot of benefits. When you're looking in the mirror and you're looking good, you're going to feel good. Man, I wish I could talk to this lady and find out why she's so unhappy. She says she's not going to talk about everything, but yet you put this on the internet. You don't think your husband's going to see it? This is why I don't think she's in an abusive relationship. So we could rule that out. It's about a 99% chance that she's not in an abusive relationship because of the fact that physically abusive relationship. Before, y'all in the comments try to come for me and say, oh, she could be in a mental, emotional abusive. Okay, cool. But at the end of the day, I think this is why she's not in a physical abusive relationship, because she wouldn't have the heart to even put that out there if she was. So she needs to, go to the gym, feel better, see if that changes anything. Or maybe she's not satisfied sexually. I mean, because that's what be happening a lot. Women are getting married to a guy that is the safe guy and not be happy with him, not be attracted to him. So now she's waking up every day miserable because it's like, damn, I'm getting up, I'm doing all this stuff, I'm not getting satisfied sexually. I don't even like how my husband looked, though she doesn't look great herself. But that's a feeling too, And the thing is I'm not gonna say choose sex first, but it is important that if you pick a spouse, you need to have at least B level, right? F being the worst, A being, just like in school. You need to have at least B level sexual chemistry with that person, and better. They don't have to necessarily be the best you ever had, but it needs to be at least B level. People try to diminish sex, but then sometimes people put too much emphasis on it too. So it's a you got to be able to see, that you got to have the balance of both, right? You need to have a good sexual chemistry with the person that you with, but they also need to have the other qualities. Sex is about 50% of the relationship. I know people were like, "Oh, it's not all about." It's 50% because when you're not sexually satisfied, that frustration leads into so many other different things. Everything is just blown out of proportion now. Personally, ladies, am I wrong? Right? The man, he just blew your back out. He left the toilet seat up. Are you that mad now? No, you sitting there happy. But if you sexually frustrated, he leave the toilet seat up and all hell breaks loose. You know what I'm saying? Fellas, the same thing. If your lady leaving her hair all over the place and and stuff like that. Being sexually frustrated is just not a good thing. So you need to have a certain level. It's about 50% because everything else in a relationship, really, you can do with a friend, right? Outside of the intimacy slash romance, everything else you do in a relationship, you can do with a friend. What truly separates it is the intimacy. It's the romance, right? If me and my friend decided we were single, straight, and we just like, yo, so let's have a kid, let's adopt a kid, or you gonna have a kid, and then we would just be parents to the kid. Straight though, we don't do nothing. We can do that. If we want to start a business together, right? We can do that. If we want to just live together overall, we could do that. Anything we want to do, we could do. Same thing in a relationship. What separates it is the intimacy, it's the romance. So if that shit is lacking, if you don't have that chemistry with that person, you're gonna be frustrated. And everything else is gonna be heightened. So don't just pick the person for financial security if you're not even attracted to them. You know what I'm saying? Don't feel like, oh, I gotta get a man to pay all my bills, you know what I'm saying? But then you're not even attracted to the man because you're gonna be frustrated. And then you're gonna do him dirty. And that's dirty. I don't care that all that having sympathy for somebody who's unhappy in a relationship that they chose to be in. Y'all gotta stop that. Y'all gotta stop condoning it. Y'all gotta stop feeling like I know they struggle. So no, everybody's struggle is different. Some people's struggle is I got in a relationship with a person. They was, those other things, but then they turned out to be abusive or something like that. All right, cool. That's different. But that's not always the situation. So stop trying to empathize or sympathize with other people and making it your story. It's not your story. You know what I mean? Their story is their story, yours is yours. And then telling other people, putting it out on the internet like that. So it's now just making it seem like, the other person ain't shit. When in all actuality, that lady probably is not shit. You feel what I'm saying? Because she's putting it out there. Why would you even do that? Why would you embarrass your husband like that? Leave already. If you don't want to be with him, leave. You could have been left, but you scared, so you don't want to leave. So you're gonna stay there, be frustrated, and complain. Nah, yo, that could have been somebody else's slot. A woman who would have appreciated that. You feel what I'm saying? So if you're not happy in a situation while you're dating, don't go into a marriage because you're like, oh, they financially secure. You gotta stop it. It's 2025. Y'all can provide for yourself now. You know what I'm saying? And this whole thing of, oh, he's supposed to provide and blah, 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 blah. Times is different. That provision, yes, naturally, that's what a man wants to do. But sometimes we're not always in a situation to do so because, I mean, we see what the economy is looking like. $100,000 a year is nothing now, depending on where you live. You could be broke as hell making that type of money. You know what I mean? So, you know, and then you don't want to stay at home because you don't want to feel miserable, like I don't have anything going on with my life. You want to work. Okay, cool. You want to work? That's fine. You work, you contribute financially, I contribute in the household. So then when it comes to the romance and the intimacy, it won't lack because once that lacks, we got a real issue from both parties, men and women. If a woman is not satisfied, she gonna have a problem. She gonna end up cheating. If a man not satisfied, he gonna have a problem. He gonna end up cheating. You know what I mean? So, and then that frustration will show itself, and then your kids now. I didn't even bring up the kids. Now the kids gonna see that. Damn, mommy and daddy don't get along. You know what I mean? They don't get along. They always fighting. I don't ever see them showing affection to each other. You know? So I'm a little sick right now, so I don't know if y'all can hear. But I don't see any affection and stuff like that. So then they grow up and they think this is how I'm supposed to operate in a relationship. Now you done set your kids up for failure, all because you chose the man because he had financial security, but you didn't like anything else about him. So I don't necessarily feel bad for this lady. I feel like she should grow up, go get a job, and if you're not happy, leave. But it's fucked up because it's another broken marriage, all because she chose wrong from the very beginning. Till tomorrow, peace.